those today, and I am going to be doing that right here. And so we're going to start, I'm going to start with the ball of the hat and kind of make it down like that and a little bit down this direction. So I'm kind of working at the angle here, you know, where it's going down the hill. Oh no, did I kind of messed up a little bit. We've got a ball. Okay, I did. I kind of messed up a little bit, but we're going to fix it here. The hat's going to be smaller than what I had wanted, but we're going to work with this. And the nose is going to end up being a little bit larger, which that we're going to work with that too, and that's okay. I need to leave enough room for my sled here. Okay. Okay, I've got to put my, let's see, how is this going to work? Okay, we're going to do this like this. And so out this side is kind of a thing up like that. And so we've got kind of a tiny junior nose sitting up here on the front of the sled like this. A little, an eye right here and an eye popping out right here. Let's put a little hat on this one. And my image does not have a little hat on it, but we're going to add a hat to it like that. And a little ball like that, just like that. And so we got, oh goodness sakes, oh, excuse me. Okay, we've got little feet down like this. And so we've got feet right here, and there's another leg right there, and we've got an arm coming out right here with a mitten on, just like that. Okay, so let's draw this little ball right here like this. And so we're going to draw some snowbanks over here. Off over here we've got snowbanks right there like that. And snowbanks right there. Okay, so we are going to color this part in like this. Why, hello. Good morning. Let's see here. Uh, let me go over here to my YouTube channel so I can see what comments we have coming in. Um, okay. Okay, so we are Donali. Um, oh, thank you. You love my art. Yes, I made a nose, and he's sledding down the hill. It's an icy day here, very icy day, and so I wanted to make a nose. And so I actually took a picture of my nose, kind of in dedication to my son, because when I first got it on the internet and I had a digital camera, the very first one, it only took like 6 pictures. That's all it took. And my son found it. He was, oh my goodness, he was only like 4 years old. And he was so funny because he took pictures of his nose. And I had those pictures saved for a long, long time just because I thought it was funny of him smashing the camera up against his nose. And so I was on TikTok today, and there was this woman who got upset. She was a little bit upset. She didn't understand. Someone had made some remarks about her nose, and she said that she has I don't know. She said insecurity issues about her nose, and and she says, and this is the kind of stuff that kind of makes me feel like I don't want to post content anymore. And I thought, well, I'm going to take a picture of my nose and post a picture of my nose on TikTok, because it's not that big of a deal. And I realized something too. So I stuck my finger up my right nostril, and then I stuck my finger in my left nostril, because after I took the picture of my nose, I started looking and I thought, it looks to me like my right nostril is larger than my left nostril. So I have to wonder, did I actually pick my nose more on the right side and stretch out my right nostril than I did my left nostril because of the fact that I'm right-handed? And it really does kind of seem that way. So when I stick both my fingers up my nose, it seems like my right nostril is stretched larger than my left nostril. So if I want more, I guess um, if I want to breathe better, I need to stretch my left nostril. And I think maybe that's why some men have really, really huge, huge holes in their nostrils, because they were better at picking their nose than women. They had stuck like their whole finger and their fist up their nose. Sometimes it seems like, because they have huge, huge nostrils. And so it's kind of like the thing, with gauged ears. You keep stretching it. And so boys love to pick their nose so much that they can fit their fist up their nose. And so I'm thinking, well, if men can do it, we need to be sticking our fingers up our nose, I guess. And so, but I was also thinking something else, though, too, that we really don't need an ENT doctor anymore, because we can just stick our cameras up our noses, right? And see what's going on up there in our nose. And so I thought, well, let's make us a sledding nose. And that's what we're working on today, is a sledding nose. A nose that's going sledding. And here we have it. And so Grok is the one that went out on this one. Grok went out with the sledding nose, and Grok made a video today too, and I'm really surprised. Grok was able to make a video from the image that I asked Grok to make. And so what I asked for was an image of a nose with a holiday scene. I believe that's all I said, was a holiday scene. I don't think that did I put sledding on it? Let me see. I should have make a pencil sketch of a holiday nose that has on a hat. It's sledding down a hill with a baby nose, It has arms, eyeballs, and legs. Yeah, that's what I asked for. And so there was a few different. Oh, the other one's cute too because it gave it human eyeballs. It's always funny when you put human eyeballs on a nose because technically humans do have eyeballs above our nose. But when you stick the eyeballs right on the nose, then it makes it funnier. And so this is what we have right now. We should have done a Pinocchio nose because Pinocchio noses are always funny too. And so, okay. Okay, so we got our hat right here. And this is piles and piles of snow right here. Okay, let's make another pile of snow right here. Just like that. We'll just add a little bit of shadowing down here. We don't have to do a whole lot. Kind of the idea to make this look like more of a sled. You know, I was thinking that one of the states I thought had what they call the sled unit for something. Some kind of investigative team or something for some kind of sled unit, and which I found kind of fascinating. And so there we are. And so if you didn't see earlier, I made a Christmas blob. So I made a Christmas blob earlier. We got a Christmas blob going on there. And so then these are yesterday I made a kasheeple. And then I also made the cashews. And so these nuts. And so they got dollar signs there. And they're cashews, they're cashew nuts. And they also have on cashews, it's kind of a wordplay thing. Now we've got the same thing going on with our nose as well. And I'll tell you how here in just a second, because we're going to put up, well, we have the traditional spelling of nose, which is N-O-S-E, nose. And then we also have K-N-O-W-S, nose. And then we also have the N-O, nose, just like that. So we've got three indications there in the English language of nose. And so, it falls under the heterophones or the homophones, I believe, where you have three different definitions, but they sound identical. So nose, nose, and nose. Three different spellings. They mean three different things, but they're pronounced identical. So this is one of those things related to that we, if human beings can't tell the difference, especially children, and foreign languages can't tell the difference, this means artificial intelligence will never be able to tell the difference related to the spelling of these. And that's what we have there. So I had to throw that in there. So I think this is kind of a fun way to learn, for me anyway, because we learn about spelling. We use drawing for the spelling. I just find it a fascinating way to teach, actually, and kind of keep it family friendly, do some artwork, and teach some things along the way too. And I know it's a holiday and school is supposed to be out, right? But we're doing some artwork anyway. And, so maybe somebody will watch it a little bit later. If they can't watch it right now, Maybe they'll watch it while they're at Grandma's house, bored or something, or they want to be drawn. I know that was one of the things that I think we always did at Grandma's house was draw when we were at Grandma's house for the holiday. She would have some colors and pencils, and we would draw things. And okay, we forgot to put our mouth on the nose. There's a little mouth right there. Do we have a mouth on? No, we don't have a mouth on the other nose. We could put one there anyway, like that. There. Now they both have a mouth. And so, if no one has any questions or anything, I think I'm done right now. And actually, I have several noses that I could draw. But take a picture of your nose, post it on the internet, squish the camera up really tight to your nose, and oh, this is the challenge. This is the challenge that's fun about this. Does the FBI have nose printing services where they can identify a person by their nose when it's like squished up to the camera, like such as nose identification, so they're always talking about all these different types of identifications of identifying a human being. And so, like, is there nostril prints or something? By identifying a human being. And the funny part, when I squished the camera up to my nose today, and I looked at it, and I'm like, my gosh, that looks just like my son's nose when he was 4 years old. And I was like, well, and I'm thinking, well, that makes some sense because I am his mother. But he had a cute little nose just like mine, and I thought my nose was cute too. And I always saw that I had one nostril. My right nostril was always larger than my left nostril, and I think that's because I picked my nose with my right hand, and I didn't pick my nose as much with my left hand because I'm right-handed and not left-handed. So I need to pick my nose with my left finger and my left hand if I want to stretch out my left nostril and make it bigger. I guess that's what I need to do, right? And men, oh my gosh, they pick their noses all the time. Because some of them have huge, huge nostrils. You could fit a sailboat inside of their nose. So anyway, I'll see you guys later. Have a happy, safe holiday.